This news update is brought to you by
This is the 7 a.m. Barbados Today update for Tuesday, July 1, 2014. I'm Kmar Jordan. Good morning. The fate of dismissed workers at the National Conservation Commission remains in limbo this morning. At a meeting called by the Barbados Workers Union yesterday, union boss Sir Roy Trotman revealed no clear timetable has been set for the Employment Rights Tribunal to begin its work. He told reporters while the tribunal is anxious to get started, it's still searching for the clear procedures on how it will deal with the matter. And he stressed it's critical they get it right before hearings begin.
If they start their meetings and some of those problems are not clearly worked out with the workers and the workers' representatives, this may cause workers to lose a just case that is made before the tribunal.
But the former workers are not happy with the long wait. One woman said she's at her wit's end.
I disagree with time wasted, a lot of time wasted. That's why the people ain't come out. The time wasted, people lose interest. There ain't no money to run out behind. Run out to hear well, the same old thing. We still got another 2 years or 3 years with the tribunal. Waste of time again.
Meantime, the Barbados Dairy and Beef Producers Association is rubbishing the government's new municipal solid waste tax. The association says it's another bill farmers simply cannot afford to pay, and they will be asking the Agriculture Minister, Dr. David Eswick, to exempt farmers from paying the tax. President of the association, Brian Allen, tells Barbados Today, far from imposing another tax, the government needs to pay up outstanding VAT refunds owed for 4 years now.
Already, we can't handle the taxes, and we're in a position that we're paying taxes, we're paying national insurance, corporation tax, but yet then we can't get the money that's owed to us by the government, you know? It's a one-way street. Legally, we are entitled to this VAT. I mean, we haven't had VAT since 2011, June 2011, none of the farmers, you know, but what is to do? Nobody else is getting back VAT either. And how can we operate? In my case, it's over $60,000 for a small farm, and other farmers are more than me. So how can we operate with that? That would clear off our overdrafts, pay off some of our bills and everything.
The association is set to discuss their concerns with the Agriculture Minister at a meeting on Thursday. A local environmental group is mobilizing the public to join its fight against the proposed establishment of a dolphin park on the island. The Future Center Trust has mounted a campaign dubbed No to Dolphin Captivity, Yes to Marine Protection. It warns that any decision to establish a dolphinarium in Barbados will have negative effects on the island's reputation as a sustainable tourism destination. The Trust also insists that dolphin swimming attractions are not ecologically friendly habitats for conservation. The group is inviting Barbadians to sign a petition.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
In sports, Luis Suarez promises never to bite a player ever again. In a statement on his official Facebook page, Suarez, who's been hit by a 4-month ban by FIFA for biting the Italian Giorgio Chiellini, says he deeply regretted what occurred. Suarez, however, continued to insist that the bite resulted from a collision with Chiellini. The Italian defender has accepted the apology via Twitter, saying the incident was all forgotten, as he again called for FIFA to reduce Suarez's suspension. On the regional front, the annual CARICOM Summit gets underway in Antigua and Barbuda later today. A number of issues will dominate the agenda and the attention of heads over the next 4 days, including the first ever strategic plan for the 15-member grouping. CARICOM Secretary General Erwin LaRocque says the 2015-2019 plan will seek to reposition the community to deal with a changing global environment. But before leaders get down to the serious issues before them, they will hear the new CARICOM song, Celebrating CARICOM, produced by Dominican Michelle Henderson at today's ceremonial opening. Further afield, at least 22 suspected gang members were killed in Mexico in what is being described as one of the bloodiest shootouts with security forces. A spokesman for the Interior Ministry said the gunfight took place on the southern fringes of the state of Mexico, an area that's been plagued by gang violence. According to media reports, the shooting started after soldiers were on patrol, came under fire from suspected gang members. No soldiers were injured, thankfully, in that shootout. Well, that's the 7 a.m. update. Be sure to join us again at noon today. Until then, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, or like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Kmar Jordan. Have yourselves a great day.
This news update is brought to you by